What's going on, guys? It's Ben from Parker Baits. Now welcome back to another fishing video. Today you join me on the bank. I'm looking out now because I can see fizzing just in front of me over to the left. Absolutely soaked, if I'm honest with you, because I just punched 3 rods out, although the last one didn't go 100% to plan, but it's absolutely weighing it down, and trying to do PVA bag fishing in the rain is not ideal. So I'm here with my good friend Dean. I'm on this particular venue. I won't be saying on this video it's a syndicate water, and just out of the courtesy and respect of the other syndicate members, being that this is a guestie, I won't be saying where I am, but on that note, this place is unbelievable. Around 30 odd acres I think it is, and it's packed full of some absolute beautiful fish, different strains as well, and I'm here for the next few nights and I'm absolutely buzzing, mate. I mean, buzzing is a little bit of an understatement, if I'm honest with you. To get an opportunity to fish on this beautiful complex or beautiful lake is just, yeah, it's crazy. Not gonna lie, we've given a little bit of bait throughout the week and done a bit of pre-baiting, which is not something I normally do. But that is all I'm gonna say. This is the first night, and tonight I'm gonna chill out a little bit and sort of talk in great depth, hopefully over the next couple of days, and sort of bring you on my journey and talk you through exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and the thought process and the reasoning behind it. If you haven't seen me before, my name's Ben and this is the Parker Baits YouTube channel. We upload every Sunday 7:30, and this is the realest YouTube channel on the YouTube platform. I even upload my blanks, and there's no wall over your eyes, not only at the Parker Baits channel but just as a general here. Anybody that's on it, they're all straight people, all straight guys, straight ladies as well. Take that however you want to take it, but no, we're yeah, it's exciting, and I honestly can't wait. I've seen fish boshing on the spot today. There's some nosser pigs in here. I'm buzzing. Just before we start this video, guys, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and hopefully I can bring you an absolute banger. Peace out. So boss, there it is, first one for me. ripped off this morning. It was about 4 o'clock. That must be one of the stockies in here. Beautiful, absolute beautiful fish. All dark as well. And let me show you the other side. Look at this for a fish, mate. Look at that. When that grows up, that's going to be an absolute banger. Thank you very much, Mr. Mirror, and thank you very much to Parker Baits. Little white magic bean, baby. Yes. Right, wow, good morning, and yeah, I thought I'd touch base with you. I watched this sort of get to where I'm at in the video now, should I say, because I neglected the camera because it was just so beautiful here last night. I was watching the sort of the sunset behind the trees, and it was just something else to watch. This beautiful pink sort of orangey sky, looked like fire in the background across the lake. It really was something else. As the light dropped behind the trees, both the lights come on the markers, and that was mega to watch. And then the odd fish was sort of showing in that vicinity as well. So it was, oh God, you know, come on, this is just a matter of time. So about 3:30, 4 o'clock, right hand rod absolutely melts off. It gets down to the rod, clicks into it, yeah, boom, contact. I thought this is playing really weird. So it was sort of going out to the weed, but the fish is kited and gone behind the weed, so I've like hooked into it, then it's ticked off the weed, and then I had to reel in sort of thing, and bang, I'm in contact with the fish again. It's about 12.5, 13 pound I reckon, but one of the stockies that's been put in, Dean recognised one of the particular fish. Lovely fish it was. A lovely scale pattern on it, and that just real nice fish, and one to look out for in the future. So I had that, was a real nice one, and that was sort of like not long after, you know, 10-20 minutes, to believe it or not. By the time obviously I got the rod back out and let the fish rest, it was sort of light, so quickly got the fish out, got a bit of video, and then slipped her back, and it was beautiful to see it sort of go. It's quite clear, quite close in, sorry, it's quite clear, the water, when you're in close. When you're out on the boat, it's definitely not clear. From where we're fishing, it's quite silty, and it's sort of about, I would say, about 7 foot, give or take. So you can't see the bottom out there, but in close you can, and you can see all the reeds, and sort of there's actually a set of lilies to my right as well, which is quite nice. I've been sort of wandering up and down the bank, trying to take it all in, trying to learn. But last night we had a nice curry, and that I should probably touch on that. Me and Dean had a lovely curry, we ordered that in, and we sat there, we went up the sort of the clubhouse bit, if you like, had that. It really was nice. I come back, I was absolutely stuffed. And then obviously that sort of got you to there. Then basically woke up this morning, went back to bed after them sort of fish for a couple of hours, and then woke up about 8:30. Watched the water. Obviously the rods I was happy with them, because when I put the rods back out, it was, you know, you could see the water, see the markers, the light's even gone off, it was light, so I put the rod straight back out, lovely. And that brung me to about 10:30, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go up for a toilet break. Reeled the rods in about 10:30, went up to the hut, went to the toilet, come back. Prior to that I made 3 bags. I had the fish on a white magic bean, and I've been injecting the bags with flat spot as well. So I've put all the bags on white magic beans, wafters, OG fish they are as well, and I've went right hand rod, bang, middle rod, bang, and then left hand rod, bang. I'm fishing along this line where we've got sort of this baited spot, and when we turned up yesterday around 12, it was fizzing like high heaven all over the spot. So, you know, if only that sort of repeats today. It was about 12, and I think it's only about, let me check this now, yeah, it just come 11:30. So we've still got a little bit, but I'm going to start watching. There's a lovely flat spot coming off in the mix. There was magic dust, pellet, and quite a big hit of boilie, and loads of the flat spot. So obviously as the fish come in, disturb it, being that it's an oil, it's naturally going to float to the surface, and we're seeing that even when there's a ripple across between the 2 poles. You can see this flat spot up here, and it sort of starts from there, and the ripple sort of carries on going. Up from that, the ripple's just consistent across the lake, but from that point down, you know that's something's being disturbing the bottom and pulling it up. So yeah, exciting stuff, and that brings you to where I am in the video. I know that was a bit long, but I just wanted to keep in the complete loop of exactly what I've been doing up until this point, what we've done last night, where I've put the rods, and what obviously if I have a couple more or catch another one, I'll probably go into depth a little bit more about the mechanics of that bag, what I'm doing, how I'm fishing it, and obviously go into a bit more depth of what I'm putting in it as well, although it is the mini mix pellet and that is pretty much it. But when you start adding the flat spot into it, you've got a bag on steroids, if you like. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to sit back, watch the water. 11:30. Hopefully you see me in about half an hour of an absolute nosser pig in the net. Fingers crossed, baby. I'm excited. Right, well, I wanted to give you a live update, and I've started seeing fizzing, more so Dean's side at the moment, but a fish has just banged straight up in the middle and breached and then dropped down. Big old stream of bubbles after it. So have they just turned up? It was this time yesterday that we saw the fizzing. It's coming up to 12 o'clock now, or is 12 o'clock now, and it was about 1:15. I had them binoculars on, and the whole spot was alive. So have they moved back on the bait? Big old flat spot coming up across. Exciting times, baby. Well, it's lunchtime, baby, and I've got some sausages cooking up in there. I did just ask Dean. He said, no, I'm alright, I don't want no sausages. I don't blame him, to be honest, because my cooking ain't that good. Most people know watching this will go, yeah, you're not wrong there, Vent. But yeah, markers there in the middle of the screen, other ones to the left. Odd bit of fizzing showing, sort of up, down, up and down, up and down. I just hope. I think one other gentleman's turned up to my left now. Lovely bloke, spoke to him. Another one of the syndicate members. But what would help, I think, if some people get in and start, and there's another guy right up to my right, so there's two people on plus me and Dean. So there's one end of the lake and one the other. Hopefully that will get the fish moving a little bit more, and then we can get some action. But yeah, for now, my funny crocs that Tom takes the mick out of. One steamy sausage camera. With a view. Lovely jubbly. I look all in a bit crazy then, and right hand rod absolutely melted off. I'm sort of sat there, sort of laying on the bed, watching out, but just laying on the bed because I can sort of lay perfectly. You can see out exactly on the spot. Right hand rod absolutely melts off, goes down like scrambled. Put my waders on, hits into it, a little bit of contact, hook pull. Gutted, absolutely gutted. Quickly made a PVA bag, mini mix, injected it at the flat spot, straight back out on the spot. I was going to redo. I've even made a bag earlet and I've changed that onto white as well, ready to go. But I think I'm going to hold tight because I've seen a lot of fizzing by my marker, a lot of fizzing in the middle now. Have the fish moved in? I don't know, but if we have another one very quickly, that's a good sort of telltale sign that the fish are here and they're here in their numbers. That would just be the ultimate now, just a couple more, another run or something. But I'm ready to go, and fingers crossed. Sorry I'm updating you with a fish. I'm gutted, absolutely gutted. He's like, go on mate. I'm like, a few seconds after I'm like, mate, I've got a hook pull. Oh, no. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, update time. Probably about time I get in the loop. So it's about 5, 6 o'clock now. And the last couple of hours, it's like 3 fish. Nothing massive, no massive shows, but definitely better fish. Head breachers. Right in between these 2 white trees, there's like 2 thin white trees that go straight up, no branches on whatsoever. There's 3 of them over there, but right in the middle of the 2, the ones on the left, 20 wraps. It's taken me 4 casts, 2 to find the spot and 2 just to reassure the brain that I'm definitely on the money. Put it over, hit clip, I'm in. I'm not in. Oh mate, I'm gutted. That was middle rod. Obviously at the moment I've got my left hand rod in, because I was just saying I played about at that spot. As I was talking to you, bobbin went up and it just stayed there, so I went down, hit it just in case it was in weed, obviously with the occurrence I had earlier, and nothing. I've just reeled it in. So now that rod's up against the bivvy. That makes 2 rods up against the bivvy. So going back to what I was originally saying, I want to get this out because I know I forget to tell you, but left hand rod, yeah, I found this spot and I pulled it back through, pulled the tip through, and it comes through absolutely beautiful. Hit the clip again, bang, same spot, pulled it through. Mind reassurance is there. So with that, I'm literally going to put 10 spoms over it, straight up boilie. The only thing different I've done is there 14mm freezer baits, OG fish. I've got the flat spot over them and I've put the sauce over them, the fish sauce. And they haven't been soaking, I've literally just put that in because I just want to put that initial attraction in. And then the boilie to drop down. I'm not going to put anything else over them. And now I'm going to put 10 spoms over that. But first thing I need to do is get that rod back out where I've just had that liner from, which is annoying, or sort of semi-run, whatever you want to say. So first things first, I've already got a bag tied. Tie that on, get the wraps on that, put that rod back out straight in the middle, and then play about with this rod. I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, I just wanted to get the rod out as quick as I could. So that is the middle rod back out in between the 2 markers where I just had that run. Now, maybe you can just about see him over there. If I can put in, maybe the sun's going to be a right night. Maybe, yeah, there you go. See the 2 white trees, smack bang in the middle. That's the plan of action now. So let's get it. 10 spoms, and then a magic beam wafted on its own over the top of it. It's probably going to be a white due to that's what's been doing the do. Come on. bombs out. Time to get the main rod out. Happy days. Right, wow, that is left hand rod out, spoms out, 10 spoms on the money, and really happy with that. Really, I just wanted to try something different. Obviously we've heavily committed to this obviously middle spot. I've seen them fish show, like I mentioned earlier. Why not? Let's give it a go. I'm still learning, and yeah, so I've got to just tick that off the back of my head, because I mean there's the fish that I have seen over there, like I mentioned, have been slightly better than what I've been seeing in front of me. 3 casts in the end. First one went out lovely. I thought, you know what, I'll put a bare lead out there, but I haven't put a hook link through it, so I thought stuff it, pulls it back through, clean as a whistle, reels it back in, nothing, hook point, bob on. It's almost like not gravel but just hard enough to presentate on. You sort of pull back, you can feel it's sort of a lot harder than what I'm fishing out on top of there. So being that I'm fishing quite a long boom, I know I'm absolutely on the money. So I can see my camera flashing at me now because the 4K is going, oh, it's too much, it's too much. But yeah, that's the rod out, and really happy with that. 3rd cast in the end, absolute bob on, happy blooming days. Right hand rod to go, not going to record that, it's just going to exactly the same spot where I've been having them fish, but I just want to renew the bag. So that's the update for now, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, the camera's not picking up, it's really hazy out here. Someone's definitely having a fire, and it's coming straight across the lake. It looks absolutely mega, mate. Rods are dead on the other hand, nothing's really happening. See, spot 1, middle spot, end spot. But yeah, like I say, camera's really not picking it up. It's just like heavy fog all across the lake. Not quite as nice as last night, although that does look beautiful. But yeah, I'll sit back now, watch this darkness come in. I just want to give you a little update before it gets too dark to show you. See the islands, if I pull over here, look, that's mega, this place, look. You've got 3 islands, you've got one here and one here. Mental. 4 islands, sorry. And there's like a peg out here you can fish across to. But yeah, absolutely mega, mate. What I'm going to eat, it's pitch black out there now, it's about 10 o'clock. Just chuck some bacon in. Getting hungry. Foodie bits for this evening with a view, and you can see the 2 lights out there. How cool's that? Little tip, flip your pan and put the bread on and it toasts it. Look at that, mate. I ain't bad, am I? Not much of a view, mine, but yeah, locked on to say the least. Wow, good morning. Oh, just opened my eyes, don't even know what the time is. I did get up first light and watch it for a bit throughout the night, I'm not going to lie, but I've woken up to a wind change, so the wind's going down the other end of the lake now, so it's been continuously going down this way, now it's going the other way, so I reckon that's definitely going to have a play in the fish moving, got to. And it's absolutely smashing it down out there, and we've got this for the next few hours, so is it going to change the fish? Is it going to drop it down today? It's going to be interesting. I do not know, but hopefully, just hopefully it does. Lovely morning, rain tapping on the bivvy. All we need now is a 40 pounder. Come on. Well, after that rain finally stopping this morning, it's been carnage. It's just coming up to 10:30 now. It's just been non-stop, and I mean intense rain to say the least. But plan of action is now I've just made another bag up. I made it slightly smaller, this one. And the reason for that is what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my left hand rod, which I put on that new spot that I mentioned yesterday in between them two white trees, which I did have a liner on in the middle of the night. Two liners on that rod, to be fair, which didn't turn into anything. So either I'm going to reel it in, it's going to be fine, or I've been crayed out, which is highly likely because I put the head torch in front of the swim last night and there was loads of them, small ones, crazy amount of them, and that was just residue of bait that's obviously dropped in as I've been spomming and doing my bits down there. So yeah, that was madness. So there's obviously a lot of crazy in here, which is obviously something to keep an eye on. But yeah, left hand rod, that's the plan of action. I've opted for a yellow magic bean I'm going to put on this, which is what I've put in right at the bottom of the bag, and I've brung the lead up so I can bang this rod very hard, hit clip lovely and get it on the spot. Again, not going to record that, guys, but that's what I'm going to do because the weather's iffy at the moment, so I don't want to ruin any of the camera gear. So left hand rod, that's the plan of action now. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Fingers crossed I get it right first time. I'll see you in a bit. That was a bit of a nightmare, just taking my waders off now. But left hand rod went out first time, right hand rod took me 2 goes to make a whole new bag up. Didn't get a very hard drop on it. I was like, that's in weed, that's in weed. So I've got my rod, let the bag break down, probably give it like, I don't know, 30 seconds, and I've pulled it back through, weed. Right, okay, now weed's moved over my spot, so that's moved 100% because that was clear yesterday. So 2 casts, added probably, I don't know, half a wrap on cast, pulled it back 2 foot and I'm into this reed bed. So I'm literally, give or take that much, has moved over the spot. So as long as I fished that much over the spot, I'm now presentated, which is what I've done, hence why I've done the second cast, bump, got a drop on it, not solid by any means, but a drop, i.e. the silt I want to be fishing on, not weed. Middle rod, cast the rod out, so I actually reeled the rod in, and I thought after that weed moving, it's a no-brainer just to do 2 chucks on the spot again with the middle rod just off the left of the marker. So I did put the rod over there, pulled it back through, thought that don't feel right, but they didn't hit clip 100%, so I redone it again, hit clip lovely, yet crap lovely, left the clip on, pulled it back through, reeled it all the way in, obviously then added a bag to it, same thing I've been doing. The only difference is I put a yellow magic bean on this time, not a white. And yeah, and that now I know I'm presentated just past the marker now is clearer, which is what I've done. So yeah, rod's out, time to sit back now, and I've done that all in probably about an hour. So now you're looking, yeah, just coming up to 12 o'clock right now. So yeah, over the last couple of days that's when we've seen most action, even though yesterday there was a lot of chop on the water. There was a lot of action out there, a lot of fizzing, so fingers crossed it repeats that today. But rods are already live, ready to go, trap set, fingers crossed, lock on now. Maybe make some breakfast in a minute, definitely need a coffee, and I'll see you in a bit. One extreme to the other, mate. It was absolutely lovely a minute ago, and now it's just gone cray. Oh mate, absolutely smashing it down. I'm glad I got the rods up when I did. Jesus. I don't know if I want to get a run now. That keeps up, I'm going to have to go and bring them up. He decides to focus. No. Jeez. Really is one extreme to the other. We're like 5 minutes on. Look out there now. Chalk and cheese. But there is a little bit of fizzing coming up in between the 2 markers out there, so it's looking good. Come on. Oh mate, comes and goes, comes and goes. This is ridiculous. No updates, but just really crap weather, to be honest. Miserable day. What is that, mate? Ah, you blooming missed it. Look at me, covered. Left hand rod, the one I put a few swans over this morning, where I see the fish yesterday, similar sort of time as today. Left hand rod absolutely melted off on me, non-stop to the rods. Got to the rods a little bit late, obviously scrambling to put my waders on. Got to the rod, hooked into it, locked up, felt it there, but it was just locked up. And I think it went deeper and deeper into the thing, so I sort of just kept that constant, not yanking it, just keep that constant sort of pressure on for 10-15 minutes. Sort of tried getting a few different angles on it, nothing. Put the rod down on the pod, let it go loose, nothing. After picking the rod up and then just pulling one more pull, and it's obviously done me, so I've just reeled in the link. So I'm gutted, mate, absolutely gutted. That's 3 now. And one wet arm, look, because I tripped up bloody getting the rod back out, going back, went out lovely, and then tripped over. Put my hand straight in the drink. So anyway, I'm still smiling, but yeah, just a little bit gutted. I'm not having the best of luck this session, but I'm probably going to top up with a couple of spoms now, only a couple, but directly on the money over the top of that spot where that just went. Exactly the same mix about it, which is 14mm OG fish with the sauce and flat spot on, soaked overnight. I prepped them yesterday, and yeah, I'm going to top up because there is a little bit of fizzing coming up. No, it's not, it's a grebe, so I'm going to leave it at that. One wet Ben. I'll see you in a bit. Wow, this is itchy stuff now. Obviously put 5 spoms directly over the top of the spot, recast my rod. I thought, you know, I'm going to get some scenic shots for the video, just to sort of finish it off, get the intro done and stuff and what have you. Lifts the drone up, goes over. I see one fish for about 15 minutes. I'm watching it on the spot, feeding right on me, and I mean on me, to the point where I'm lining up with it and looking directly down, and I know it's feeding on the spot. And you're probably seeing this footage now, so you could imagine how just how twitchy this was. Anyway, pulled up, I'm gonna go back down again, sort of look over the spot. I'm thinking, there's 3 fish now on the spot. There was 3 fish on the spot feeding, and then she started flashing at me because I was getting too carried away, just obviously just having it there, sat there, not doing anybody any harm, just over the top of this spot. And there they were, these 3 fish. So with that, brung it in, dropped it, packed it all away. I thought, you know what, I'm going to put another rod out on that spot. So that right hand rod, I've literally chucked about half a rod length to the right of it. It went out first time, beautiful. Hopefully that ain't scared him off, but I just want to try and maximise my chances. But yeah, probably some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen that close to my rigs, hoping and praying that it was just going to kick off and sort of go the fish, and watch some footage that would have been, but that obviously didn't occur. But I reckon them fish are still out there, which I don't know, but I had to get on video and sort of talk you through that, because I'm just sat here just blown away, if I'm honest with you, absolutely blown away. And they was, you know, 20 pounders. A fish would be nice, and to see it, they're there, hopefully they're still there. Right, wow, change of clothes, bit of a spray because it absolutely stink, and I'm going to head over now to Dean and his wife and have some dinner. I think I can pasta bake or something like that, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's been a real pleasure to sort of, and privilege to be here, and I thank that all to Dean. So I just, hopefully I can make it happen tonight. I am absolutely gutted. All I can taste now is deodorant. But yeah, I'm gutted for about earlier, and obviously then having them fish over the top of me just doesn't happen. I don't reckon they're there anymore. They were feeding on the spot quite constantly, and every now and again it'll pull off ever so slightly, but I don't know, I reckon they've probably hoovered everything off over there. So when I get back, I'm probably going to drop another 10 spoms over the top, put a bag over the top of it, do exactly what I did to get that bite this morning, and then leave that rod out until I go. And that's what I'm going to do with that left hand rod. I've got to commit the other two. I'm going to put one off each marker when I get back, and that is what I'm going to do. That is all I can do. It's been hard going. It's been really hard going this particular session. The pre-bait didn't pay off, but that is fishing. That really is. Could get back tonight, and they could be all over us tonight with the weather change, and I could have 10 fish and wake up in the morning one happy man, and that could happen. So I'm going to sort of keep positive and leave it at that. But time to get these rods in now, and I'll touch base with you later on. I'm not going to bring the camera with me, guys, but yeah, I'll touch base with you later on, and hopefully get them rods out and have a night to remember, should we say. I'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm back. It's blowing a hoolie, but that is the rods out on the money. My 4K is playing up on my camera a little bit, so I'm going to put a few spoms over. I'm not going to record that because you've seen that all before. On the money, on left hand rod. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just hoping best for the last night, and just quite enjoy being here. Let's just say that. And here we are, joined with Emma, playing bingo. Finally, another stocky, but it's a fish, baby. Get in, yes. Well, finally the last morning's paid off. Fish number 2. Although I've lost more than a bloody caught this session. This is a nice looking one. Beautiful fish. Small again. Probably about smaller than the last one, I would say, actually. But beautiful nevertheless. Look at that. What a lovely fish. And the future of this place. Yeah, buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely tanked off, didn't you, buddy? And you couldn't resist. A little yellow bait and the mini mix doing it again. There's the other side. Look at that. Yeah, buzzing. Lovely jubbly. Thank you very much, Mr. Mirror, or half Lynn, should I say, especially the other side, this side. Thank you. Wow, definitely not the monster we were after, but it's just gone. It's got just coming up to 6:30, so there's still a little bit of time. I'm going to try and get off here about 10:10, 11. Go back, got some work to do in the garage today with my dad, and see Emma. So yeah, no, not quite exactly how me and Dean wanted it to go this particular session, but like I said, that is fishing. We've done everything in our power, and I think, to be honest with you, to get them sort of couple of runs now I've had off the left hand spot, it's half decent angling really, because I could have just committed to the spot the whole time I was there, but I've seen fish show there. Proactively seen them there, and then obviously put rigs on them, and ultimately put some bait over the top and then add them. So, you know, with this sort of conventional way of what I normally do on a weekly basis, you know, spomming, putting bait over like you normally would, not using a boat, and I'll be damned, that's what's went. So yeah, definitely not gutted, because I'm buzzing that I haven't blanked, you know, and to do sort of sensible sort of, you know, a couple of fish, and obviously, I mean, 5 fish would have been lovely, but obviously I didn't land 5. I landed 2 and lost 3. But yeah, really happy with that. Some beautiful fish in here, and I've just like I said, fingers crossed now for the last sort of couple of hours. And apologies, this video hasn't been the longest and the most sort of informative video, but I physically can't bring you videos, big long Thailand 2-hour long videos every single week, because it's nigh on impossible for me, guys. It really is. But hopefully I've given you a little bit of a taste in your mouth for what it's like to fish a syndicate, or a syndicate as a general, and the same tactics that you fish, that I fish on a weekly basis on these sort of mainstream day ticket waters, still do the on very, very prestigious syndicates like this. So fish are fish, and I think they react to the same sort of baiting scenario a lot of the time. So yeah, I'm going to sit back now, maybe get another hour's sleep. Probably should really, because it's quite early. I'm going to be knackered today, and yeah, fingers crossed if one of them rods melts off again. I don't care which one it is, and yeah, I'm showing you another Nosser pig. I'll see you in a bit. Nice one. Just driving round now to the main gate, and a little bit gutted. I'm going to do an outro in a second, so I've got to open this gate in front of me, but yeah, buzzing. Another thing as well that I thought was great up here, which I haven't mentioned in this video, is you're not allowed to use your own mats and slings. Now, to stop and prevent disease, I think is imperative, and very, very good that the fishery is obviously doing that here. So I was lucky that Dean obviously lent me some bits. So I ain't got to go home with stinky slings and mats, being that I've had a couple of fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch base you in a second for the outro. God, I got to go really. Oh, right, wow, that is me done. All the stuff packed away at an abrupt ending there. I've sort of Dean had some fish sort of taken sort of quite close out round his side, so I quickly packed up, went round. By the time I got round there, then fortunately them fish have gone. But it really has been a great trip, and like you said, we've got something booked in October, so the revenge, if you like, the comeback. It was almost like a recce, I guess, if you want to put it like that. It was nice to come up and sort of get tuned in and sort of know what the fish are liking, what they're doing, how they're reacting to different scenarios. And I've definitely learned a hell of a lot since I've been here. Spots, etc. Holding points where fish are, because I've seen them. So yeah, really looking forward to getting back in October, and this will be another video that will be coming to the channel. 2 fish in the end, lost 3, but I didn't blank, so I'm happy with that for a lake that's, I wouldn't say the easiest lake in the world, and obviously being that it's a ticket, doesn't get fished a hell of a lot. Yeah, really happy with that end scenario. Like I said, the couple of fish that I had, and bangers as well, real nice ones, but just nothing ginormous. So there it is, that's this week's video, guys. Apologies again, it wasn't the longest video in the world, but hopefully you've liked something a little bit different to what you're used to seeing. Not a normal day ticket. Obviously week in, week out, I'm day ticket. So it's quite nice, especially from my perspective, doing something slightly different as well. But yeah, hopefully you've liked it. If you have, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and I'll see you all very soon. Just before I go, Dean, thanks very much, mate, and also his other half, thank you very much for the food. Thoroughly enjoyed that last night. I don't normally have pasta bake and garlic bread and gold whispers for pudding, which that was naughty, but very, very nice. Thank you very much both. Looking forward to seeing you soon, and definitely a relationship that I can see us going out and doing things in the future, 100%. So mate, thanks again. Take care all. Peace out, and I'll see you soon.